I'm going to show you how we harvest our own food and live a life of self-sufficiency here in Krishna Valley.
You want to know how much this is? This is about worth one piece of bread for all that work. What you see is ox power, and what it took 5 crews of 5 to do in 1 hour, this crew of 4 is going to do in 10 minutes. And now we got to bring it in and bring in the wheat, and even the animals have a bit of a hard time of it with all of the flies, unfortunately, and all the bugs. That's why you need a big tail.
The next step is to thrash it to get the seeds out of the husk.
And then it's seeds that look like this. And then we've got to separate these seeds from the husk, and that'll be the next step.
Now what you're looking at, this machine separates the seeds we thrashed earlier from the husk to get out the real substance. And there's an important lesson to be learned from this process. This is what spiritual life is really all about, is getting down to the real seed, the real heart of the matter, and getting rid of all the unnecessary elements. So there's always something to be learned in everything in life.
Okay, so here you see it. We're grinding the wheat, and it's going to come out as wheat powder right here on the bottom. Here it is. This is what it looks like. Beautiful, fine wheat, super digestible, great roughage, and we'll get back to work again over here and just fill this up so we can take it to the kitchen. This is what we've been working for. 5 teams of 5 devotees, 4 bowls, 1 hour. We've got about 700 grams of flour. And we're going to make some chapatis out of all of this.
Now, this is the end result of the wheat we harvested earlier. This is the first chapati of the season. All glories to the Lord. Then we add a little butter to flavor it.
You know, food doesn't come from stores. Food comes from nature. And it's a lot of work to get that food on the shelves, and there's also a lot of karma behind getting that food. Therefore, in a karma-free, or at least living at a minimum type karma lifestyle, you want to eat things that are involved with minimum amount of violence. So you can see here, we're cutting the wheat, we're threshing it, we're grinding it, there's no blood. No screaming animals. And at the same time, you can actually appreciate how much work it takes to actually put that food in your mouth. But it's not just a matter of a lot of work. We do that lot of work anyway, because whether you have to drive an hour to the office and an hour back every day, you're putting in the same amount, if not more work, to get that same type of food, but it's not of this quality. It's not organic, it's not karma-free, and on top of that, here our work is directly linked to the food that we eat. That's called self-sufficiency. When your work is not directly connected to the food that you eat, you're not self-sufficient. You're dependent on the intermediaries in between you and the food, and if they break down, doesn't matter how much you work, you don't eat.
So, if you have some land, or even a small patch in the garden, or your own balcony, think about growing your own food. Ron Finley once said something very, very intelligent. Growing your own food is like printing your own money.